Hi everyone, welcome back to Pages and Paper. I'm Diana, and today I'm going to be setting up my weekly actions in my Makselife planner for the week of March 2nd to the 8th. And I've taken out a few things. This is my favorite pen that I am using these days. This is the Friction Ball Knock Zone in 05, and it is black ink. I only use black ink. I've also taken out my Moxie dot markers. So these are wonderful. I love using them for bullet points, among other things, and they match the Makselife colors perfectly. So really have been loving those. I've had them for a couple of years now and I love them. And this is the flagship planner that I'm using. This is the cover that I chose this year. Their covers are reversible, but right now I'm loving this. So I will probably keep that on for a while, but this is the other side, the other cover. It's okay to outgrow your old self. And I did put this pen loop on myself. That is the back. So I've been using the Makselife system for several years now, maybe 5 years, something like that. I don't know. And I really love it. It's really changed my life. It has made me feel like I'm much more balanced and just more intentional with using my time. So highly recommend looking into the Makselife planner system if you have not done so. But I digress. So I have created my monthly in the planner. I use this for gratitude. I jot down my gratitude every day in my everyday carry, and then at the end of each week, typically I will go in and write it in here and then eventually add stickers, things like that. So you can see this, that's what I did in February. I also do a currently page on the side, which I did here. I do have to go back in my planner and add, copy in from those days. But yeah, I've also created my March goals. So that video will be definitely on my channel before I do these weekly actions. So you can see how I set those up. But what I'm going to do now is work on my weekly actions. So these are my March goals. I have read one book, add to my reading journal, and take one photo per day. So what I like to do is break these down into pieces that I can do each week, right? So if I want to read one book in this month, I need to start reading the book. And honestly, I haven't even started reading. I've chosen 2 books that I want to read this month, and I haven't started. So I'm going to just simply write choose book, and then I want to start reading my book, and that's it. I have found that sometimes I will write like read 200 pages or read my whole book, but I know my life and my lifestyle in this season of life, and I know that reading an entire book this week may not happen. So I'm not going to put that on myself. I just want to make it easy for myself. I know that I can definitely choose the book and I can start reading it. So if you want to write a page number in there, you could certainly do that, but I'm not even going to do that. Okay, add to reading journal. I can't do that until I finish reading this book. Take one photo a day. Okay, that is what I want to do. So I'm going to write that in there. Take one photo per day. Doesn't matter what it is. And the reason I'm doing that is because I've been doing memory keeping in my everyday carry with photos and just micro journaling. And sometimes if I don't have photos, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, why didn't you take photos? Like, it's not that hard. And I really love to document just daily life in there. It doesn't have to be anything like any major events, but I like taking pictures of, my view of my classroom when I'm at school, at work. I like to take pictures of my dog sitting next to me, or when we're outside on our walks, like things like that. So if I can get in the habit of taking one photo per day, I think that would be really good. All right, so fun and recreation, one fun outing this month. So plan one fun outing. Okay, work on creative journal and do 2 more pages. So I want to do 1 page this week. Do 1 page in creative journal. My goal in February was to start my creative journal. Well, guess what? I started it finally and I did 2 pages. So now I just want to do 1 page. schedule friend time with my friend Heather. I'm going to write in here to just call her and make a plan. She's also a teacher and our lives are just very busy. Plan may get together with my sister and my aunt. So I think this week, I'm just gonna brainstorm ideas. Okay, work and learning. One of my goals every month is do not take home work. That's going to continue to be my goal this week. As a high school English teacher, it is difficult sometimes to not take homework. When I have if there's a deadline coming up or I have a lot of papers to grade, I sometimes have to take it home. But I often find that I'm like, oh, I'll take these homework assignments home with me to grade, and then I don't grade them. And then they just go back and forth. So we get prep time. I have to be there early, not early, I have to be there, stay after 3 days a week for extra help. So I have plenty of prep time built into my day to get little things like that done. So I really try to use that time wisely. All right, do not check email after work. I need to get better at that. And then record and post 2 videos this week on YouTube. So yeah, post 2 videos. And then I want to record 2 videos. Okay, family and relationships. I'm going to be getting together with friends, so I call them the lunch bunch because we all had lunch together a few years ago. I'm gonna put in here check in with kids. My kids are adult children. Adults. I always call them adult children, but they are adults. They are 23 and soon to be 21. So I like to check in with them. They are often here during the week, but they also stay at their dad's sometimes. So our schedule is, a bit loose. So I like to check in with them no matter where they are. So, okay, I want to connect with my dad. I'm going to call my grandma. And I want to plan my son's birthday dinner and just pick a date. His birthday is the 20th. He's going to be 21, so he will not be spending his 21st birthday with his mother, I am sure, but I would like to plan a day. Okay, health and wellness. So I had blood work done, so I know I will be getting my blood work results back. So I want to review my blood work. And I want to set goals. And I want to review my supplements based on my blood work results. Okay. Plan meals. I want to solidify skincare routine, and I want to write it out. And then I want to put it in my bathroom. Because there are certain things that I always do, like I always wash my face every single day and night, and I always moisturize. But there are other additional things that I've been doing that you really shouldn't do every day. Sometimes you should do them in the morning, sometimes you should do them in the evening. So I really want to write those out and just have it on like a little laminated card or something so that I remember what I'm supposed to be doing when. Okay. Spiritual and personal growth. Daily gratitude. Weekly reflection. I was so good with weekly reflection last year. And then this year, I don't know what happened. And then I want to journal. And my everyday carry 3 times. Okay. Financial. I don't need to budget my paycheck yet because I don't get paid till the 15th. I do pre-budget it and that's done. I do want to create a no spend challenge. For this week. And I've had this on my list for a while. Reach out to 403B contact. Okay, so I think what's holding me back is I need to break that down more. I know it sounds really silly, but first I need to find out who is the contact person. So I'm gonna write find out contact person for 303B. And then email them. For the forms. So let's see how I do this week, having broken them down more. All right, physical environment, I need to run the vacuum. I usually do that on Sunday. I do want to mop this coming weekend because we are supposed to be getting into the warmer weather and away from like the snow and the ice and all that. But I think we have one more day this week where we're gonna have like freezing precipitation. So the part that I really need to mop is like my entry. I mean, obviously I'll mop all the parts of my house if I'm mopping, but the part that is bothering me is like my entryway because I have a dog and no matter how much you wipe your feet, you still get that like the footprints, you know? But I wanted to wait until we're past that icy, snowy mix that we're supposed to get. Clean the kitchen. I always clean my kitchen as I cook, but I typically do a lot of my real cooking on Sundays, and I try to cook once so that I only have to clean my stovetop and all of that really, really thoroughly once. Laundry. Which honestly, I probably don't even have to write laundry on my list, nor do I have to write clean kitchen because I just know I do it. But and then I want to decorate for spring. So I think I'm going to say first, get spring decor from storage. And just make that its first step. Go through spring clothes. I probably don't need to do that yet. And go through makeup. I'm not going to do that yet. Okay, so those are my weekly actions. Let's see if there's anything else I want to add. For work and learning, I have research papers that I need to grade. So I'm going to write here for the week, grade 10 research papers. I will probably have about 25 or 24 to read. So that should be doable. Okay. Now I'm just going to go in with my Moxie dot markers and make my little bullet points. So I have choose book, start the book, take 1 photo a day. So I'm going to put in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 per day. Okay, then I have my fun and recreation. Work and learning. And put 2 dots there. Then I have my family and relationships. I'm going to put 2 dots and 2 dots because I have 2 kids. All right, then we've got health and wellness. Spiritual and personal growth. financial. And lastly, physical environment. Okay. And I think I'm gonna add a cute little sticker over here. I wanna add, I have this binder that I keep all like Coffee Monsters Co. stickers in, emojis, all cute little character stickers. And I think I just want to put in here, I actually have labeled them down here. So yeah, so I have these accomplishment. Oh no, I want to use these. So these are Coffee Monsters. Oh no, these are not Coffee Monsters Co. I'm sorry. These are Once More with Love. I've had these for a while and they say you can do it. And I'm just going to put this here. You can do it. Just because, you know, guys, we love stickers. You know what I mean? So we might as well use them. Okay. So that is it. I am all planned out for the week with my weekly actions. And I will now transfer them to my everyday carry. I like to keep them in here. This is what I will save. But I do like to also put them in my everyday carry. I could just show you quickly, but I'm gonna do this off camera. But what I will do is I will use the Makselife companion notebooks, and I will copy them in here, and then I will just tip them in with some tape, or glue, I should say. This is the glue that I use. It is called the Zig 2-way glue squeeze and roll, and I will just tip it in like that. And then I will just tape these in, and that way I always have my weekly actions with me because I take this everywhere. I usually will look at this twice a week, I would say, on average. But I think this system works best if you have your weekly actions in your everyday planner. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, everyone.